Hi, I'm Starlet Baker, the Executive Director for Strongwater Farm, and we are going a little bit behind the scenes now with morning barn chores. And so we have here Miss Leslie. She is one of our equine operations team members. And Leslie, you work AM chores how many days a week?
4 days.
4 days, right? So you are the primary person to be talking to when it comes to AM barn chores, which is why I wanted to get you specifically on this behind the scenes stuff, because you work with the majority of our volunteers who come in the mornings. I know Katie, she does Sundays, and then we've got between Sophia and Jane, they do a couple other days during the week too. But you are the primary person for AM chores.
Yep.
You have this down to like a science.
I do.
It is beautiful in so many ways. So there's been a couple of times where I'll kind of, once I get to the barn and I come in, lower barn, I'll sometimes come in and I'll check in up here and be like, hey, there's donuts or whatever. But like you have this like well-oiled machine with like, all right, this volunteer is going to do this volunteer is going to do that. And then you kind of send them off on their way and you multitask like a saint. I love it. And it's just incredible to watch. And I'm grateful for you, first and foremost.
Thank you.
But yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's talk about AM barn chores, right?
Sure,
So like what time do you usually get here? What time do volunteers usually get here? And then kind of go through your process of how you guys get started and kind of the chores and when it's done. Like when is it considered to be good to go? Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and let you talk.
All right. Yeah. So our barn officially opens up at 7:30.
Okay.
I tend to get here at 7
Mm-hmm.
and to start doing kind of the tedious things.
Mm-hmm.
So when my volunteers show up between 7:30 and 8,
Mm-hmm.
we're kind of already on a roll,
Right.
ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
The most important part of the morning is getting horses fed.
Yes, I can imagine that.
So
people like Enzo.
that is our focus. We're gonna get hay out. We're gonna feed them their grain. And then get things clean.
Okay.
So first thing in the morning when I come in, if there is a horse on any medications,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of the first thing I focus on. What can I get done there? Do I need to prep them? Are they already prepped? Can I give this horse their medication?
Mm-hmm.
I will start by getting the gaiters ready
Yep, there's
with
one right
their hay.
Did not plan that, but it worked out well.
I'll get our gaiters ready with how much hay we need, which in the morning, every horse gets about 1 flake of hay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about a bale and a half.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's about a bale and a half.
Okay.
So that's what I will get ready in the back of the gator. I will get our soaked hay that we have Tinder and the minis
Mm-hmm.
that are on to help with their digestion.
Now, when you say soaked, elaborate, like soak with water, obviously, right? For how long?
So you want to soak hay for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
So that's something I do that I get done first thing in the morning.
Okay. Got it.
It's a nice big bucket. Mm-hmm. We have 2 flakes in there. It's going to be morning and lunch hay.
Okay.
And we have
a
good. Nice tap hot water, and we put that right on the, we get that going, and then I can just leave it for the next 30 minutes to soak up, and it draws all of those sugars out.
Okay, because of like Tenny is diabetic, right?
Yep.
So, and kind of helps with digestion for him. And then you said the minis?
The minis,
Okay.
That is their way of their diet.
Okay.
And that is how we found to actually control their weight a little bit better.
Okay. Interesting.
Is putting them on the soaked hay.
Imagine that, sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry. So I kind of derailed that. So
That's okay.
soaked hay, feeding them. We already talked medications, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right. What's next?
So after that, usually comes around 7:30. I'll have some volunteers showing up. I'll say good morning to them. I'll ask how they're doing because it's early.
It is early.
It is early.
Need lots of coffee some days.
Yes. So they'll start showing up, and if there's anything that I would like them to get done, well, maybe I'm working on something else.
Yeah.
Something they can do if I have showed them, or another kind of senior volunteer has shown them.
That's fair.
Is get grain ready, which we do. Every horse has a very individual meal. We get that ready on a cart, and the way we do that is putting it out on a cart. We have beet pulp that sits overnight to soak. A couple of our horses get that. So we divvy up their portions for that. We then take our cart over to our hot water and we soak our grain. So we can get hydration in our horses first thing in the morning. It's also easier to metabolize because we do have an older horse. It's less likely to have a horse choke.
Yeah, got it.
So having soaked grain is very important here. So that is what we do. Once we have grain soaking, we've had our hay water soaking, we got our gator ready.
Everything is set.
Everything is set and we're ready to do our nice kind of ballerina play.
Ballerina, I love that. Never heard it described as that. That's beautiful. Got it.
So I will usually take myself and a volunteer with me. We will take the gator.
Okay.
If our horses are outside, that's when we throw their morning lunch hay.
Okay.
First thing. While that is happening, I might have a volunteer in here checking on that soaked grain, making sure it's not getting too dry, adding more water if needed, making sure our horses who are inside, which are right now is Enzo and the 2 minis, Amber and Turbo, they'll get a handful of hay. We'll check on them, make sure they're doing well while I'm out there checking on outside waters, giving out hay. Then when I come back with the gator, and the gator's now empty because we've divvied out all of that hay to our beautiful horses, that is the time where if there is a horse on a medication where we need to wait, we will wait, and I'll just chat with my volunteers maybe about what we're going to do that day, or kind of what the game plan is. Once we're good with that, we'll grab our grain, we'll head on in here where our horses live. We'll of course start with the inside horses, whoever is inside. If it's everybody, it's everybody. If it's only a couple.
Depending on the weather, yeah.
Depending on the weather. We feed them first because of course they're the first ones to see it.
Kicking the walls.
They're kicking the walls, they're hungry. Yes. So we'll feed them, and then we will load up our gator with the rest of our buckets, and I'll take all of my volunteers with me, and we will head out and give those individual meals out to our horses outside. Yeah,
so Melissa and I did do an episode, behind the scenes episode on AM grain prep. There's a lot of thought and consideration put into that, and I would imagine it's, obviously because it's so individualized with the grain and the medications that's inside the grain, you have to pay extra special attention to who gets what bucket. Right, and making sure that it's soaked, and making sure, of course, like we have a lot of our fabulous volunteers, making sure they assign the right bucket to the name, to the right horse. I'm guilty of it. I've almost mixed up some horses' grains before, and I just pulled it back. The last thing I was like, oh no, wait, no, you can't have that because it has this medication in it, and I have to switch it up. So, yeah, extra special attention to that process.
Luckily, we do have everything possibly labeled. You could think of. We have names out in the paddocks, we have names on their doors, we have names on their buckets.
Yep. So even if you don't know the
two horses, grab a staff member.
Yes.
Make sure you're feeding the correct horse the correct meal. Make sure you have a staff member with you so you know exactly which horse is which, because we do have some horses that live together.
Yes. Yep. And then some horses we have to babysit during the grain process, right?
Yes. King and Twinkle and Spud and Nemo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spud and Nemo won't fight. They'll actually just switch.
Oh, well, that's not great either.
Yeah.
Because I mean medication, and then plus they have different diets. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, they'll just switch, kind of both at the same time. We'll just pick up their heads and switch grain buckets, so you kind of have to babysit that. Once they know you're there, they stay at their grain buckets.
Okay.
And they don't try to switch.
They understand that mom and dad's watching them.
Yeah.
Close proximity. Got it. Okay.
And then King and Twinkle, King gets significantly more. He's older. He can have a lot more. Twinkle gets jealous.
Yes.
And wants to eat his because she's all done.
Yeah. She goes through hers pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sweet. So we fed the grain. We fed the hay. Fed the grain. What's next?
Once our horses are fed,
Mm-hmm.
then I know that they're all set. They're all happy.
And you've checked the waters.
I've checked their waters. If they are low, I will send a volunteer out to fill those up, making sure they're good for the morning.
Shout out to Judy, who cleans the buckets on a regular basis, right? Exactly.
Yes.
Got it.
Love the days that she comes.
Yeah.
So then I know they're pristine and
Even
beautiful.
on the freezing days,
Yes.
she's here.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's great. Like a lot of our volunteers are really great, but it's like she's so consistent and like water buckets, like that's her thing, and it has been for years. I've known her, I think, for 4 or 5 years. Like that's been her thing since I've known her. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. She's just great.
After we do that, we all come back to the barn,
Mhm.
and that starts the cleaning process.
Mhm.
So our horses are fed. I know they're happy. They have water. They're good. We're going to start cleaning our barn.
Mhm.
So depending if all horses were inside or even if it's just the 3 that come inside,
Mhm.
we do stalls
Mhm.
every single day. So they are nice and clean
Mhm.
for when they come back inside.
I know
Whenever that
Brandon's
is.
here a lot, helping out with that
Brandon
too.
is here a
Brandon's
lot. He
awesome.
loves feeding. He loves getting the horses out.
And playing Disney
And
radio.
he's playing his Disney radio, which he does have some good songs on there.
Does he?
There are some good songs that pop up, and I find myself bobbing my head while cleaning a couple
Okay.
stalls as well.
I remember Brianna and I used to sing a lot. I think that annoyed some people. It's okay though. Brandon's music was awesome.
Always good.
Yep.
We will do inside waters.
Okay.
We will clean their feed buckets.
Yep.
We will sweep the aisleway so it's nice and clean for the day and all set. What else do we clean?
So what about the mouthwash?
Oh, yes. Mouthwash is one
Okay.
of the first things we do in the morning.
Okay. All
It
right.
comes to me so easily that I don't even think
know.
about
that
it
was
anymore.
a random thought, but I'm looking at the mouthwash station right there. I'm like, wait a minute, mouthwash. And then the horses get mouthwash when?
In the morning,
Okay.
once a day.
Before they're green?
I usually do it if they are living outside, and majority of them are right now. I bring it with me when I throw hay.
Okay.
So I got to go in the paddock to throw their hay anyways. I'll grab a mouthwash and give it to them then.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be before or after grain. That's just part of the morning routine.
Okay.
Is grabbing that
As long as
bucket
they
of
get it.
mouthwash and they get it.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, that totally forgot about that because it's just something I do.
Exactly, right? You have this muscle memory, you have it down to a science. Like I said, you're a saint about the entire process, and like you lead so well whenever it comes to the barn chores, and you have a very core group of volunteers that show up on a regular basis with you, and it's like you have that down pat. Everybody kind of goes out and does their own thing, come back and check in with you whenever all of that's said and done. Now, during this time of year, what's kind of one of the extra focuses that you do during this time of year, during the spring, whenever things are thawed?
Paddocks.
Okay, so what is it about paddocks?
So some people might actually not know what a paddock is. I did have a
you know what?
volunteer
That's fair.
ask me what
That's
is
fair.
a paddock because I
Okay.
kept mentioning stalls, and then I was
Okay.
like, "Oh, we're gonna go out and do paddocks," and they go, "What is
What's a paddock? I love that.
A paddock is their outdoor area
Okay.
where they get to eat their grass, they get to spend time with their friends.
Mhm.
A lot of our horses live full time outside in their paddock. They have a shed for shade,
Mhm.
anything they need. Paddocks are a big thing in the spring because we are not able to get out there in the winter.
Cleaning the paddocks.
Cleaning
right.
them. So what entails cleaning paddocks? Getting up hay,
Mhm.
any old hay, it yellows, so that's pretty easy to see when it's yellowed. It's good to go. We can take it on out of there. If we take the hay out, that allows grass to grow.
Mhm. Yeah.
It
that's
does
fair.
help reduce the mud because it's able to dry out now because we don't have a layer of thick hay sitting on top of it.
Okay. That makes sense.
And then also the manure. There's going to be a lot.
Yes.
Getting all of that manure out, it's going to lead to less flies in the area.
Mhm. Which I'm sure horses like Harley really
Yeah.
love that because he's
Yeah.
very prone to all those fly bites and stuff like that, and he gets insanely uncomfortable. Okay.
Poor guy. Yeah, so getting that manure out is very important. It also, in the spring, getting it out of there also will allow that grass to grow where it was sitting.
And then to be honest, I wouldn't want to walk around and poop all day either. I mean,
Yeah.
no. I mean, especially with how often we pick the feet for lessons and stuff?
Oh,
No.
right. Students picking out some poop out of
Yeah.
feet. They're
Yeah.
usually like, ew, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Do I have to get that spot? Yes.
Whereas the more seasoned people just kind of pick it up and throw it. Whatever. Anyway, okay, got it. All right, so what else?
What else will we focus on? If I have groups, we do have some school groups that come
That's right.
that we can actually divvy up a lot of the chores to them.
When you say school groups, are you talking vocational school?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
We have a couple vocational schools. We do have some interns that come.
Mm-hmm.
We have some come for community service hours that they need through school or whatever else they're doing.
Volunteers for scholarship applications and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we get a lot of those, and that way we can actually divvy up the amount of work so it's not falling all on me.
Mm-hmm.
I can divvy up that work to anyone who's around. I did have a intern today, and I had her set out and pick up hay that's outside of paddocks, actually.
Okay, how come?
It kind of looks messy. To be honest, it does look kind of messy, kind of disoriented. We do so much work of picking up everything in the paddocks.
Yeah.
And then you're looking outside that gate and you're like, oh, but what's happening there?
Right. Okay.
So it's nice to get a nice deep clean inside and outside. It cleans up the pathway.
Yeah.
The grass can still grow.
Yeah.
We don't have all this yellow hay fluttering around in the wind, all of that. So that's super helpful to get that as well. Springtime is a lot of more deep cleaning, getting everything set up.
Spring clean.
Yeah.
Yep.
As we go into summer, it becomes a little less chaotic with paddocks. We're able to get more on a routine. So it becomes
you guys have a paddock
easier.
chart for whenever you clean paddocks, right? Okay.
We do have a paddock chart. It tells you which horse is in which paddock. So you can go into Picayas, clean it all out, and maybe I'm not around, so you can't check in with me or you can't find anyone else to check in with about that. We have a nice chart that's written down, and you can just put a check mark next to Picaya.
Awesome.
So anyone that's looking at that can go, oh, Picaya was already done today.
Again, very well organized all around.
We try to keep things as simple and organized as we can.
That's right.
So anyone who shows up, anyone who's brand new, it's very easy to explain and get them right into helping out.
Okay. All right. So we have some volunteers who are brand new to this equestrian world, right? And if a volunteer shows up and say all the horses are inside, say I'm the volunteer and I'm nervous to lead any horse. Walk me through that process. Say I don't want to lead a horse. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Okay.
If you show up and you go, I'm not ready, this is my first day, that's okay.
Okay. All right.
I will let you sit out for that one. While bringing horses out, I'll have you maybe sit down. Maybe if you're willing to, I will ask. I always ask, do you want to walk with somebody to show you how it's done?
That's good. That's
and
good.
They don't have to touch the horse. They don't have to lead the horse.
Just walk.
But they just get to watch and walk and kind of learn that routine that way until that person, saying you are the brand new volunteer, until you feel ready.
Okay.
You can always come up to me and be like, I think I want to try it today.
Yes.
And brand new volunteers who do not have horse experience, who've never led before, a staff member will always come with you for that first try. We may stay with you for a little bit longer just to build your confidence, to know that as staff, we know you can handle a horse safely in a very safe manner. So it may take a couple of weeks that I'm maybe walking up with you with a horse. And you may be like, oh, I think I got it.
Okay.
Then I will set you off free on your own. But I will actually be watching
Still
from a
watching.
distance.
Yes. Still watching.
Still watching from a distance, but giving you that space to feel independent on doing it yourself.
Yeah, and building that courage. I love that. I love that. And then, of course, sometimes a few of our volunteers feel more comfortable with other horses and not so comfortable with other horses. And, of course, you accommodate that, right? So in the past, what I've kind of witnessed is you say, okay, Matt, I know you're not comfortable with this horse. Let's go ahead and have you actually lead out Fiona instead. And then meanwhile, you or another more experienced volunteer who's comfortable with said horse can go ahead and lead out. So again, the mastermind behind all the coordination piece with those AM chores and like the communication that you do is just brilliant all around. Which seems to make things go super smooth. I know Melissa, Sophie, and Elena all talk so highly of you. Like you are a rock star when it comes to this stuff. And they're like, yep, Leslie's got it. Leslie's got it. So that's always, it's always nice. Like to have somebody with your experience, to have somebody with your heart, to have somebody with your knowledge and willingness to teach, I think is definitely huge when it comes to your exact role in leading the volunteers in what can be a chaotic time, right?
Definitely.
I know I've opened up before for upper barn chores and I'm just like, but you have this down to a science and it's very clear that you own it, you lead it well, and you show a lot of grace and a lot of understanding where it comes to working and organizing with volunteers. So that's good. That's good. All right, so we've talked about the paddocks. We've talked, what are some surprises that you've walked into in the morning here?
Oh, I've had
volunteers to say, hey, Leslie, this is what's going on. Like, what are some surprises?
So a lot of the time, because I'm the first one here, because I do come early, I actually catch a lot of it before volunteers do.
Okay.
We had a horse that was here for trial when we were renovating. So we didn't have a wall on one side of our barn. And I drove up in the morning, it's bright and early, the sun's rising, I'm tired, I'm driving up, and I notice a horse just standing, eating grass right outside this door.
Wait, I think I know. I don't know. Sorry, I'm waiting for the who. Okay, what's up?
And at that point, I don't carry lead ropes or anything in my car. So
I mean, why would you?
What do I do? This horse is loose. And I'm trying to figure out, because I couldn't quite see who it was from behind.
Was he brown?
Brown and white.
Okay.
She.
Oh, she.
She.
Oh, okay.
Do you know
All right, keep going. Yes. Yes, keep going.
Couldn't quite tell.
Okay.
Until I parked my car and I got out and she moved her head around. It was Sella at the time. And
Sella.
She turned around. She's still very new to us. She's still on trial. I've barely worked with her. So now I'm standing there with a horse I don't know very well. Unsure of how they got out.
Investigate that later.
And I don't have any treats on me. So I just start kind of kissing at her like, come here. Just shout like, come
Please
love on me.
She came right over.
She did. She came right over. I kept her with me. I opened up these doors and I was like, can you come back into the barn? Because she was actually in a stall overnight. But somehow she was very big. She was a big horse.
Yeah.
And she would rub her butt up against the door.
And
if you rub your butt enough against that door, you can actually unlatch it.
Huh.
So
I was expecting Harley.
Unlatched it. No, it was not Harley that time.
Not this time.
Not that time.
Harley's a genius.
She rubbed her butt against the door hard enough to unlatch the door. And then because we didn't have a wall,
right?
She just
walked on out.
I don't know how long she was out for, but I'm glad she stayed.
Okay.
And I'm glad she walked right back into the barn because she knows I'm the food person. And she went right back into her stall and waited for me to feed her.
That's awesome. I remember Sella. She's sweet.
Very sweet horse. I'm very glad she walked right back into the barn with me.
Yeah, I bet.
Very
slight moment of panic.
There's always a slight moment of panic when you see something, when you first drive up. A couple mornings ago, I'm driving up, and usually when I drive up, I just take a peek. I take a peek at the paddocks if horses are outside. I take a peek, and I notice I don't see Texas.
Oh, man.
And I don't see Harley.
Uh-oh.
I don't have the greatest eyesight, even with my glasses on. So I actually stopped my car and looked really far into that paddock and realized they have a gate between them, between Cream and Puma and Texas and Harley, and the gate was down.
Oh, yeah. I remember
So then I saw Texas and Harley standing at the down gate.
Uh-huh.
Cream is a little bit further down in the corner, and I see Puma eating the hay out of the bucket in Texas and Harley's paddock. So they did a full swap, except Cream didn't make it over.
Oh, of course not.
So
He's comfy.
He seemed to be perfectly fine. He kind of was just looking at me like, please get them out. I don't want them in here.
Were Cream and Tex kind of nipping at each other, like grooming each other?
No, everyone was, at that point, Harley and Texas were standing at the gate on the floor, like, I don't know how to get back. So I think they had their little moments, and then they realized they couldn't get back. So they were just standing there waiting for me to grab them to bring them back. Puma was having the time of his life, just eating their hay.
I bet.
Alone in a paddock. And I was like, awesome. How do I fix this?
That's great.
So there's always a moment of panic, and then you figure out a solution and how to fix it.
Well, I will have to say that comes with experience, right? So like I talk, about the team, the instructor team, like the mental agility across the program team, which, oh, by the way, she is a part-time instructor too, which you can tell by the way she teaches with how she's talking. So up here, though, you have to have like that instantaneous, like think fast, react fast, make a decision fast, because it's the safety, right?
Yes.
It's safety to be considered. It's the volunteers to be considered, and just overall the wellness of our equine partners. And, you as a team member, coming in here and opening up the barn, you're often on your own and trying to navigate these challenges on your own. It's not like you can say, hey, Starlight, go get the lead rope. Nope, you don't have that.
Not yet. Not until volunteers show up. Once volunteers show up, I'm usually yelling down the hill like, hey, come here.
Yep, exactly. All right, so awesome. Are there any other like major things about opening up the barn that you'd like to kind of talk about, or any you've already kind of talked about personal experiences, but any other tips, tricks, tidbits that you want to share with the general audience about opening up the barn or volunteering?
Biggest thing that comes to mind, if you have a question, ask. I will never not answer your question.
Fact.
I will always answer your question. Some people come up to me and go, this is a really stupid question.
Never
and I go,
stupid.
Never a stupid question, ask me.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather you ask and get an answer than not ask and maybe do something that I might have to yell at you for because that was not in the best interest of the horse and safety.
Right.
So I'd rather you ask before doing something.
Not necessarily yell, but like have to redirect.
Yeah, redirect.
Have to, correct on the spot. On the spot correction.
And I hope that people just show up and help out when they can.
Yeah. I know you have a pretty good crew that comes in to support you on opening barn chores. And like I said, so many people sing your praises so much. It's awesome. And it's really great to see you starting to teach too, which we'll get into that another time. Just overall, like, thank you for one. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your experience. Thank you for your heart, right? And just the overall willingness to be bold and be brave enough to take some things kind of head on. And the way you manage the operation is pretty amazing to watch. Like I said, it's so seamless with so much that you do. It's great.
It doesn't feel that way. So.
It might feel disjointed. But the way that you carry yourself, the way that you execute the opening of the barn chores, very military, sorry. I'm still learning. Just overall, like, I'm so glad that you're here, and I'm so grateful that you're in the position that you're doing. Like, there's nobody else like you, and it's great. All right, so is there anything that you want to say to the general audience, maybe about volunteering or anything else like that?
Come on out for volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up.
Yeah.
Reach out to Stacy.
Jinx.
Go to orientation. If it's something that you've always maybe not had the time to do, but you've always wanted to work with horses, sign up. Yep. Come when you can. Maybe it's only once a month. Maybe it's only once every 3 months.
Yep.
Show up when you can, because we always appreciate the help.
Yes. 1,000% right. Right there. All right. Well, thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you for your time. Audience, thank you for your interest. Thank you for your time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Take you next time. Take care.